Louisiana beer reviews, Red's Raspberry Ale. Now, Red's Raspberry Ale was introduced in 2017. You probably know that the Red's line of beer, beers are always coming out with a different flavor, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a thing for the last 30 years about.
I'm surprised they hadn't done raspberry. Like they did blood orange before raspberry. Seems like a weird choice.
Well, that was for their Red's Wicked series. So they got the Wicked line, which is the 8%. It comes in the tall cans, really strong. And they're coming out with all different flavors. And then the regular Reds, which comes in the cans, the pint cans and the bottles.
The 5%, yeah.
Comes in the bottles. And that 5%, and that coming out with all different flavors. Really, it's 1991 when all these flavored beers started coming out. They used to have flavored wines, but there was a big tax increase on wine, so they all switched to beer. Anyway, ale with natural flavors and caramel color. What's caramel color? It's burnt sugar added to make stuff brown, right? Okay.
Which is so silly. Why does what color the liquid is? Like, why does that matter?
It does because they sold clear Pepsi back around 1991 without the caramel color, and people didn't want it because they said it looked gross, even though it was the same.
I'm just saying that's so stupid.
Pepsi without the color. All right. It's certified kosher. In case you need to know that. All right. So anyway, I've never had it. It's got the date, guys. July 31st, 2017. So we're well within the freshness date.
Good.
I bought it at Racetrack. You've never had it.
No.
Although you've had some Red's varieties.
Yes.
And you were favorable towards them.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Lately, I don't know, I have not been able to drink super sweet things.
Uh-oh.
Like I got
I'm spilling it.
grapefruit rattler the other night.
A Radler?
Yeah, I forget what brand. It wasn't Shiner, but it was something with an S. And I drank like maybe half of it and I had to give it to somebody. I said, I can't do it, it's too sweet.
I don't know what that one was.
I started with a Southern Pecan.
Oh, from Lazy Magnolia, Southern Pecan.
I usually get that at Alcove because it's only $4 for a pint. I like it.
Yeah,
Well,
but you could get a 6-pack, but then you can't go out. But
you know what I
so
mean.
you're
If I'm going to
pay
go
more,
out,
yeah.
I'm going to try to save some money.
Okay, it's golden.
Oh, sorry, I was already smelling.
It's not red like raspberry. It's just golden with caramel
is
color.
Very yellow, gold.
Yeah, almost like a peach. There's a peach, by the way. I almost bought the peach yesterday, but you had to buy 2 cans, and I was looking. Oh, that was this morning. They had different flavors, and I was like, I'll get peach but then it was all the other flavors I had. So.
Ooh, I haven't had a fresh peach in a while. That sounds good.
Yeah, well, with the Reds, it wouldn't be a real peach, but it would be made with peach-like flavor. Well, it would be real peach flavor of some sort. Okay.
You didn't talk about the smell.
Part of the Miller Coors empire.
Excuse me.
Yeah, not much of a smell.
Smells like raspberry juice.
I'm not picking up.
Or cranberry juice. Or just, it just tastes like juice. Or it smells like juice.
Hold on.
I smell no beer.
I'm picking up faint ale myself. I'm picking up faint.
I have a little bit of a stuffed.
Yeah, I'm picking up faint ale and maybe some flavor. I'm not really picking up a lot of rum, and I don't have a nose problem, any kind of sinus issues like you do. So
Smells like juice.
I do pick up a little juice. Okay, flavor. Yeah. It's
too sweet, I think.
It's just exactly like you'd expect, a raspberry flavored ale. It's beer, bready, crusty, white bread in raspberry flavor.
All I taste is the sweet raspberry, yeah.
Sugary.
I don't taste the beer even at all. And that's the thing, like, I like a beet of strawberry because it still tastes like beer. Or I love the Samuel Smith's organic strawberry because it tastes really jammy. It tastes like strawberry, but it doesn't have that artificial sweetness, and it still tastes like beer. But this just tastes like some artificial raspberry juice.
It's tart. No, it is tart, like berry, like citrus.
I mean, it tastes like raspberry, like they said, but...
You pick up the tartness?
Yeah, I just don't... I think I would feel sick if I tried to drink the whole can, and not because of the alcohol at all, but because of the sugar.
Yeah, I don't ever buy these type of things to actually drink. You don't want any more?
No, actually.
I only buy these things to do reviews on because if I'm like you, if I drink more than one can, I'm not gonna really get sick. I'm just gonna feel like, ugh.
But I like flavored beers. I mean, I like the Terrapin chocolate peanut butter. There are ones that I like,
Yeah.
but that usually has more of a rich flavor, or it still tastes like a beer, or like the kind of sweet stouts, like the chocolatey stouts. But this just tastes like juice and is really sweet,
Yeah.
artificially flavored juice. Not
Even
like
even all of those flavored beers you're talking about, like the really good ones, like the Samuel Smith's organic chocolate stout. I like to do. I mean, it's obviously much superior to this, but I wouldn't drink it on a regular basis. I just can't drink those regular beers. I just want regular. I mean, I can't
Well, I
drink
think of
those
it-
flavored beers on a regular basis.
I think of it as like a dessert. Now, a beet of strawberry, if I have some like spicy crawfish, I love an Abita strawberry with that. But it still tastes like beer.
Yeah.
It still has that. The
Didn't you say
strawberries.
you like the Bud Light Platinum with crawfish?
I haven't had one of those in a long time, though. I kind of have moved past. I try to avoid beer with too much like corn filler stuff. You know, like
Okay, because I just did a revisit of that. I did a double down. All right.
it's good. My friend was joking the other night. I was at his house and his fiance pulled, you know, he had a Bud Light Platinum. She said, "Oh, he's being fancy tonight," instead of the regular Bud Light.
Yeah, they use corn syrup in it.
That is not a bad beer as far as light beers go.
Bud Light or Bud Light Platinum?
But Bud Light Platinum.
Yeah, it's not really a light beer. That's why you're saying that, because it's more like a
I know.
malt liquor.
Well, our longtime viewers know how I feel about.
It's a strong light
light
beer.
beers.
It's 137 calories, whereas most light beers are 110 or less.
For
Anyway.
me, I drink like a Blue Moon, and I'm thinking that that's like a light beer for me. For me, you know, because I like dark beers. I like
Yeah,
stouts.
and
stuff.
it's not light. Blue Moon is high calorie, actually.
I believe it, but it's good. And Hoegaarden is also good.
Not a light calorie beer.
No, but when it starts getting hot like this, I don't like the heavier beers as much.
Right.
So
I have some Busch in the fridge, Busch beer,
that's not what I want.
made with corn syrup. Okay, let's see. I bought that because of the new can. I needed to get the can for the collection. I'm trying to see if they show the calories on here. They don't, but I'm suspecting that it's, you know, kind of high, like probably
I'm sure it is.
175,
Full of sugar.
probably 175. Yeah, I mean, how would you rate it?
Honestly, I don't think it's as good as the other Reds, like
Like
the
the
Reds
Reds
apple. Now, granted, I have not had a Reds in a while, and I don't drink as much flavored beers as I used to, and like I don't.
So you start losing your taste for it, yeah.
Well, okay, I don't drink as many ciders and stuff as I used to because it tastes too sweet. I don't eat a lot of sugar. Like, I don't put sugar in my coffee or anything anymore.
Oh no, I put that in my first cup. Then the other two cups I only put
I put milk, no sugar.
I put milk in the second two, but I put sugar and milk in the first cup.
I don't like it too sweet. So I'm sensitive to stuff that's too sweet or too salty or whatever. So, you know, I used to drink more of the sweet stuff, but I can't. I tried to have a cider the other day. I had to have someone finish it for me.
So you don't like those little sugar Easter bunnies that people give out for Easter?
Like Peeps?
Yeah.
Nobody likes Peeps. I don't know why they still make them. I went to Target to look for some clearance Easter candy for my students, and it was just all Peeps, 75% off. No one wanted them. But anyway,
sugar.
I'm surprised that we don't have a Peeps beer yet. I saw a Sriracha beer the other day. They have
Yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, there's some stuff like Black Warrior Brewing Company in Tuscaloosa. They have like an apricot wheat. I like that beer because it still tastes like beer, but it's got that apricot flavor in it. But it's not just like super sugary. So even for the style, I honestly don't think that this is as good as some of the
I want to
other
save a
ones
little
I've
bit
had.
to take a photo of it. I think
Like it's fine. But
to me it's on par with all the other Reds beers, and I don't ever drink those. They got people that love them.
Okay.
You know, they just love Reds because
Yeah.
it's obviously a big seller. You see it at every store.
and gas stations.
And some people buy the Seagram's Escapes, which is another flavored beer, and they buy the Smirnoff, whatever that's called, and they buy the, you know, all of that, all that
Yeah.
stuff, that beer-based flavor stuff. I don't like it, but for what it
Look,
is,
if
I
it's
think
a hot summer day and I want something sweet, I would rather get like a margarita or something, not like a margarita flavored beer.
yeah. So I mean, it's right there with the other Reds, and I usually give those a B. Because you got to look at it for what it is, and if you don't like what it is, don't buy it. So for what it is, a flavored beer-based item, I mean, I'll give it a B. It's good, but
I will also
just
give it a
wouldn't
B, not a B plus,
no.
and it's almost a B minus. It's one of those things where it's like, look, You almost had the B minus, but I'll give you a regular B.
The lower end of a middle B. All right.
That's what some of my students
84.
got.
All
Yeah.
right, so anyway,
84.
Laissez Les Bon Temps Relais, a tolerably good beer, even arguably quasi good. And we're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Louisiana and buy some Abita Amber. Buy Abita Amber, which is not made with any corn syrup or flavoring.
Have you had the Abita Tangerine?
No, I have not.
It's good. I liked it. It wasn't too overbearing.
Yeah, it's kind of like in this area.
No, it's not that extreme.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't had it, so you
Yeah,
don't know.
I know. I have to try it. I've had their strawberry and their peach, I think, so, and their orange. That was not bad. All right, so thank you for watching the video production.